There's something magical about watching a great wing in action. An alchemy of speed, power, and creativity that can turn the tide of a game in seconds. And in rugby, speed and skill collide with raw power and precision. Few positions embody this delicate balance as perfectly as the wing. And in the world of rugby, few nations have produced more iconic, electrifying wings than South Africa. Each one brought something unique, earning their place among the sport's greatest. From blazing sidesteps to thunderous finishes, the Springbok wings have redefined what it means to dominate the wide channels. This is a story of men who became legends, the Springboks flying machines. Now, before the world stood in awe of South Africa's modern rugby giants, they were the Trailblazers. In 1995, South Africa wasn't just playing for a Rugby World Cup, it was fighting for unity in a divided nation. At the heart of this story was Chester Williams, affectionately known as the Black Pearl. Born in 1970, Chester grew up in the shadow of apartheid.
Congratulates Farley Lowe on his side's great victory. Today,
in the olden days, South African rugby was played at the famous Newlands ground in Cape Town by whites only, most of whom had no idea that mixed-race players every bit as keen were practicing in dreadful conditions just a few miles away.
For me, it meant a lot because I'm representing my country, as I said to you, being the only coloured as well here, helping my community to tell them that they must believe that they can also get into the Springboks, so no matter the skin of the colour.
Making his Springbok debut in 1993, Chester became a symbol of hope and inclusion during South Africa's transformation.
Chester Williams wat afstand en Björn klopt. Hij moet opdraaien, moet hem onder die palen gaan drukken en gaan het doen. Ja. And look at that from Rudolph Charlie, and Chester Williams will make it for the 5-pointer. Oh, the boys are playing wonderful rugby, and look how delighted Chester is. All his tries before have been against Argentina, and now he gets one against a major IRB country. And he's got a gap, look how he goes through it. He's look at this under your bear. Chester Williams, Chester Williams, Chester Williams, Chester Williams makes the try.
He's probably the smallest guy on the side, but he's the guy probably with the most character, a lot of guts. Not scared of anything, man. It's not a matter of, we think of him as black, when he's a teammate. He deserves his place, and that's why he's there.
Slight trouble here, big trouble here. Chester Williams, it's a run in to the corner for Chester Williams this time, no mistake. And a little salute from Chester Williams.
I want our nation in South Africa to stand behind our team and help us getting through this World Cup and win the cup for South Africa.
Chester Williams, the symbol of unity during South Africa's 1995 Rugby World Cup triumph. He wasn't just a player, he was a national icon. With his blistering pace and relentless drive, Chester scored 4 tries against Western Samoa in the quarterfinals, a performance etched in history.
Running off the ball beautifully, there was Ruben Kruger. Chester Williams will score. Trial number 2 for Chester Williams. Well, what a remarkable opportunity that has been given this man. He has a chance for Chester Williams. Can Williams get in? Great running by Chester Williams. Hat-trick for him. First Rugby World Cup match. And we can just hear what a popular man Chester Williams is here
Ellis Park as the people shout out. Chester Williams takes over the scrum-half position, and as he scored, yes, it seems like that try will be credited to Chester Williams. Try number 4.
If Chester Williams was the heart of the Springboks' 1995 triumph, James Small was its unyielding warrior.
James hit the headlines when he became the first South African rugby player to be sent off the field during a test.
Known for his fiery temperament and fearless attitude, Small was a winger who relished the big moments.
I don't realise how much better than them that we actually are. We're showing them a respect that they don't actually deserve, and I think we've learned from this. We can only go on forwards now. We're here to run, and we hopefully just build on this.
Born in Cape Town, 1969, Small's rugby journey was defined by his work ethic.
The fact that he was such a hard worker, practiced long hours, a real perfectionist.
Stampie Fourie, nee, dis kant toe. Weer 'n lang aangeen is James Small. Onderskep en die kan nog 'n 3 kwartaals val. Niemand van hom stuit nie. Hy word gejaag deur van Ryswyk. Die tweede onderskeppoging en daar's weer 'n 3 onder die palle.
Pieter Hendricks. En hy gaan regs slaan. Hou besit van die bal, James Small. Hy het nie 'n man by hom nie en hy gaan oor en hy...
He earned 47 caps for the Springboks and was integral in neutralizing the great John Olongo during the 1995 final.
And for me is the fact that he looked at every challenge and accepted it head on, and none more so than the World Cup final when he had to play against John Olongo, this man mountain, this beast. And James just set the precedent that Olongo would never score against us, and never did.
John Olongo in that 95 World Cup was probably at his peak, playing the best rugby he ever did, and we all know that he's probably the best rugby player ever. So.
Trying to get it wide, Olongo has it. I was standing there.
We didn't have a story about.
I was standing there looking around and I was going, where is he? And all of a sudden, bang, man, you popped up. And I was like, what the? Where did that come from?
A feat that still remains legendary among the rugby nation.
Sella in die hande van Chavey. Onderskep hier in die diskant deur James Small. Hy word gejaag deur Sella en is Small en Sella en is James Small vir die eerste dryf van die wedstryd. 'n Goeie begin vir die Springbokke in hierdie laaste wedstryd.
Well, would you believe it? The clear, trouble for Australia. And the kick on the far side. James Small wins the race to the ball.
Jason Little, Tim Horan, is 'n lang aangee, Mieke misverstand en James Small wat die bal in die hande byt van Andre Joubert. Hy het vir Jacques Olivier aan sy binnekant, dis Andre Joubert. Terug na James Small, hier kom sy paadjie doelyn toe. Teen die verloop van die spel in sy 5de toetsdrie, James Small.
Honeyball. Little dummy run by Andre Barnard and it opened it up for Honeyball. This is a great reply by Natal and there's no stopping that man Small. Small. Eric rushes between him and the goal line. Now this is a straight run for the line. Is James Small going to outprint him? James Small left him for dead. And look at that. It's try number 3 for the Springbok winger.
Natal get on with things, and that's a great strong run. Replacement's on the field, but James Small's going to finish it off. Racing for the corner.
It was all Tukaki. Tukaki staying on his feet through the tackle. And again, the forwards rather slow to get there. It's been poached by Vivey. Here goes James Small. Will anybody stop James Small? One of the great sights. 24 times capped for the Springboks, and James Small, they love him here. Here we go, Wayne Fifey, as always, gets the ball out, straight to James Small in the trap.
The early 2000s saw a new brand of wings emerge, explosive, creative, and fearless.
There's a huge overlap, they've only got to get it wide, and it's going to be Brayton Pulser who scores on the right.
Brayton Pulser, one of the most agile players to don the Springbok jersey. With 26 tries and 64 tests, he was a master of exploiting space and outboxing the defender.
Brayton Pulser will score on debut. He held on to that long pass out to Pulser. Pulser was 1 on 4, and that is one of the most amazing tries that you will ever see. He spreads it wide. Erasmus Pulser throws a move. He's over for a hat-trick. Brayton Pulser, hat-trick on debut, and isn't that marvellous to watch?
And starting from within his 22 as Brayton Pulser's now come into play. Just look at the speed of the man. Will it be the little chip and run? He's taken his man on, and that's glorious running by Pulser. Has got the try. Sale. A little bit of space for him now. Brayton Pulser. Little chip kick from him. The big chase. Will he get there first? Pulser up and down. That's a try.
Tonderai Chabanga bursts onto scene with an unforgettable 6-try debut against Uruguay in 2005.
Picked up by Shivanga. What a great pickup by the right winger. So he gets his try on debut. Here's Van der Westhuizen, CJ van der Linde, Shivanga. Look at the stride in the man. Oh, this is brilliant. This is like a colt in full flight. And Monty throws it wide. Tonderai Shivanga canters in for his hat-trick. Remember, Brayton Pulser scored a hat-trick on debut in Port Elizabeth against Italy. Russell, Shivanga on his outside, and Shivanga gets number 4. And lays it off for Brent Russell. That was super play. Marius Chaper, and there we go. That's the record. Is equalled. Stefan ter Blanche's record is equalled by Tonderai Shivanga. On that scoreboard, here goes Oosterand. Lovely ball by John Smith and Albert van der Berg. Can it be try number 6 for Tonderai Shivanga? It could be. This could be it. Off he goes. Off he goes. Rewriting the record books. Try number 6.
Ashwin Willemse.
See there, Ashwin Willemse. Willemse gets a well-deserved try.
Overcoming adversity to shine as a Springbok. Named the SA Rugby Player of the Year in 2003, Willemse brought resilience and flair to the wing. Then came the modern legends, who rewrote the record books and delivered World Cup glory. Many will agree that there's one name synonymous with Springbok wings. That name is Bryan Habana.
Here goes Bryan! This is the South Africa's record! Bryan Habana is going to become the Rugby World Cup's top try scorer.
The player who didn't just break records, he redefined greatness.
Hernandez. Oh, interception! We know what's going to happen now. Bryan Habana, quickest rugby player on the planet, doesn't even need all his speed. Look at the smile, look at the results.
Born in 1983, Habana's love for rugby started early. By the time he debuted for the Springboks in 2004, he was already being hailed as a prodigy. With 67 tries in 124 tests, Habana remains South Africa's all-time leading scorer and arguably the greatest Springbok wing of all time. His pace, intelligence, and ability to anticipate the game made him unstoppable.
Williams goes wide, trouble, big trouble, it's Habana. Toulon will be in here. And a loose pass, well, they got away with it last time, not so this
Stein, here we go, Bryan Habana! Bryan Habana will trudge it in. He's scored in every final he's played in.
In 2007, Habana matched Jonah Lomu's record for most tries in World Cup history. In the same year, he was named World Rugby Player of the Year after leading the Springboks to World Cup glory. JP Pietersen.
To get it wide, Stanley, and it's been intercepted by JP Pietersen, and he's got it clear under the line. JP Pietersen.
Physicality and consistency. A three-time World Cup veteran, his versatility and skill were unmatched.
From Wilson, Mapimpi putting in behind for look how back to Makazole Mapimpi! Oh my! The Springboks score a try in a World Cup final.
This man's story isn't just about rugby. It's about resilience and breaking barriers.
That's the first try that we've ever scored in a World Cup final. And scored by possibly the player that has come from the most hopeless situation.
Born in 1990, Mapimpi grew up in humble surroundings, to say the very least.
I was reading up on his story yesterday. The guy's 29 years old. He's only been a professional rugby player for a few years. And what rugby's given him is a way out. It's given him hope. It's given him opportunity. 29 years old. His mother's dead. His brother and his sister both were killed. And when you look at those stories and you look at the impact that rugby can make, rugby's effectively fostered him and has given him an opportunity to make something of his life, to be able to inspire other people.
His rise through the ranks of South African rugby was nothing short of meteoric, fueled by hard work and an unrelenting belief in himself.
forwards, and here goes Mapimpi. He'll not be caught. He goes in for his second of the evening. The sharp six.
Fassi, he makes the absolute most of it. That's a brilliant kick from Fassi, and Mapimpi scores.
Oh, interception, here comes Mapimpi. My goodness, you'll never catch that man over 25 with a head start.
And in the wrestle, with Nohamba gets away from him, and another. Mapimpi is away now.
Looking for the gap in the offload to Mapimpi, who's going to go around the outside, perhaps it in for a second Sharks try within 5 minutes.
Makazole Mapimpi. Sitting Dobie there. This is Tapwai for Mapimpi. Quickly into his stride, just sailing at the beat, and he leaves him for dead. Second try for Makazole Mapimpi.
In 2019, he became the first South African to score a try in a Rugby World Cup final, helping the Springboks secure their third title.
The cover-up, back to Makazole Mapimpi! Oh my!
His journey from obscurity to global stardom is one that has inspired millions. In a position built for speed, Cheslin Kolbe stands out as grandmaster. Few players in rugby history have captivated audiences like Cheslin Kolbe. Standing at just 1.7 meters, Kolbe has proven that skill, speed, and heart can overcome any obstacle. Kolbe faced challenges that many deemed insurmountable for a professional rugby player. But his dazzling footwork and versatility silence all the haters. Kolbe's try in the 2019 World Cup final was the perfect encapsulation of his brilliance, a moment that is sealed in the place of rugby folklore. Kurt Lee Arendse.
And Kurt Lee Arendse, and look, anyone grabs the straps, it's Arendse!
A new star in the Springbok lineup, has dazzled many with his pace and agility. In a short span, he has become a crowd favourite.
One long pass, picked up now, loose ball. Kurt Lee Arendse will go all the way against the run of play. Great pass out wide from Creel. Mapimpi calls for it, Mapimpi gets, he's got Arendse on the outside, 2-on-1 ball. Moody, he finds Arendse, the finish.
Can South Africa find it? Vinny Leroux, out wide it goes, Arendse!
It's the exit from Kurt Lee Arendse. Foster, Mapu, out wide to Arendse, the step!
Stop. Surely they must get in. Arendse's going to score, and Ulster completely opened up.
There's the break, Kurt Lee Arendse. The magic coming from the fullback and the wing. Arendse.
Clerk. Quick show and go from Willemse, and out it goes to Arendse.
The schematics from Marvin Ori, and then from starting from Bonambi, and Arendse! Loftus erupts. And another quick run for Rana, and Arendse! And now Barrett managing to break up, and Arendse with the interception. No one will catch him.
South Africa getting more into their rhythm now.
And how about it, Belibo? Look at that for a nudge. Was that a nudge? Super.
Trim number 8 kicked high. One backwards and look at Kurt Lee Arendse. Arendse's got space in front of him.
For every star, there are unsung heroes who brought flair and power to the Springbok jersey. Sibusiso Nkosi. With his strength and acceleration, he was a consistent performer since his debut. However, due to his unreliability off the field, missing trainings, and a recent doping scandal, his once promising career was short-lived.
Breaking news. Springbok wing Springbok Nkosi is facing a potential 4-year ban after testing positive for anabolic steroids this past week. And if it is true, would be basically the end of the career of Springbok Nkosi. Another massive setback for a career which promised so much. Has fizzled out somewhat, and just as when it looked like it was on the verge of making a comeback, has been set right back after his A sample has tested positive for anabolic steroids.
But we'll dive into more details on Nkosi's story in a later video. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be notified when that video comes out.
The winner of the World Rugby Breakthrough Player of the Year award in association with Tudor is Apiwe Dianti.
The 2018 World Rugby Breakthrough Player of the Year had electrifying pace, agility, and a creative attacking play. Dianti initially struggled to break through into professional teams. However, his breakthrough came with the Lions in Super Rugby, where his dynamic performances earned him a call-up to the Springbok squad.
Months later after your Super Rugby debut, and you've achieved so much.
If you stay coachable, just keep on growing, keep on learning from the people around you. You know, your opportunities will come, and fortunately for me, you know, my opportunities came, and when they came around, I was ready for them.
Unfortunately, Dianti's career came to an abrupt halt in 2019, where he received a 4-year ban for testing positive for a banned substance. Though his time in a Springbok jersey was brief, Dianti's impact on the field remains unforgettable, showcasing the talent and flair synonymous with South African wings. In 2003, he made a triumph return to the game, signing with the Sharks. His impressive performance caught the attention of the Bulls, who secured him a 2-year contract, which he's currently fulfilling. Despite the increasingly fierce competition, many fans still hope to see him don the iconic Springbok jersey once more.
He's alive! Use Quentin as one! Team Quentin!
Beyond the superstars, the Springboks have seen remarkable contributions from the likes of Mbovo and his speed.
Kruger, oh, is that the knock on? Is that the try from Mbovo? He'll snatch it. Eventually, will he? Yes, he does. Oh, that's tight.
Courtney's Khosan and his work rate, which have all contributed to the Springboks' rich legacy of wins. From Chester Williams to Kurtley Arendse, the Springbok wings have given us moments that transcend the sport in the magical green and gold jersey. Their stories of triumph, resilience, and artistry remind us that rugby is more than a game. It's a stage where legends are born.